Welcome back to the quick tip. In this quick tip, I'm going to be talking about how you work a Spook-Style plug like a Magnum walker, or in this case, a walker. So right now I'm on an estuary. It's a very bright sunny day, so I have my hat flipped backwards so you guys can actually see my face. But anyway, I'm going to teach you guys the way that I like to work the Spook-Style plug in the way I hold my rod. This is, a lot of people like holding their rod in between their legs and just raising the tip of the rod up when they're working a Spook-Style plug. I don't prefer that. I like having my rod parallel to the water and giving these sweeps back. Depending on how big the plug is how far you want your rod to sweep. If you have a bigger plug, you'll sweep more, and if you have a smaller plug, it might just be little wrist movement. It might just be your wrist going like that. That might be all you're doing. So I'm gonna do a few casts and I'm gonna show you how I work a Spook-Style plug. Okay, so today we're fishing on an estuary. And in this estuary, obviously most estuaries have a pretty decent current. And when you're fishing in an estuary, what you want to try to do is find areas where you have a little bit of current break. And in this scenario, these rocks right here were blocking the current and creating this calmer water in right here. What's going to happen is the bass are going to be moving into this calmer water here to feed on the bait fish, the weaker bait fish that get pushed in here, as well as rest. So what I would do, but I can't do today because there happens to be a buoy right there, is what you would in theory try to be doing is you'd want to cast up current and let your plug swing with the current into the zone with less current. So now you just be able to see how I work my plugs here. Okay, so I cast out. So as you can tell, I haven't cast in a while, but so what I'm doing is, you can see I like to rest the rod against my hip and work the plug just with my arm and my wrist across one side of my body, holding the rod parallel. Some people, and this is just how I do it, I've not seen a lot of people work plugs like this. This is a pretty unique way to work it. A lot of people like holding the rod on the other side, the same side as your arm, and they like to walk the plug on the same side. I'm gonna show you that one more time, okay? So I'm gonna cast up current, and then I'm gonna hold my rod, and you can see I'm probably moving my rod maybe a foot to one side, and what I'm doing is that I'm timing it. I'm doing these rhythmic pumps. So the goal here is to make the plug dance back and forth. Sometimes, especially early in the season, like right now, we don't necessarily have fish around. This is a few weeks before the bass are gonna be here, but I wanna work the plug a little bit slower. I wanna work that plug a little bit slow, and I'm gonna have the plug dancing back and forth across the surface, just by having a little bit more rhythmic movement.